Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin bubble news channel. It's the same to be against Bitcoin as it is against cell phones. It's like being against AI. It is the same as not liking computers. This is a technology. Bitcoin goes up and down, prepare. Prices won't stay this low for long. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will go through the roof, way beyond what you thought possible. This is what I expect. Crypto has a lot going on. Let me catch up. Here is my long-term Bitcoin prediction. It's been 21 years. There are 1 million Bitcoins in circulation in the year 2045. My name is Moji. If you watch the whole movie today, you will be a better investor. There is a mayor in Jersey City who just said that he wants 2% of his pension fund to be invested in Bitcoin. I think the state of Wisconsin told everyone last month that $150 million was going into Bitcoin. For buyers, both large and small, Bitcoin will likely become part of their global tactical asset allocation portfolio. This will cause the price to rise. Most people still don't know that both of the candidates for president are actively pushing for policies that support Bitcoin. The last speech Kennedy gave was about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. This is what he said: "As President of the United States, I plan to sign an order on the first day telling the Department of Justice and the U.S. Marshals to move the 200,000 Bitcoin that the U.S. government holds to the U.S. Treasury, where it will be kept as a strategic asset. No other country will be able to take over once I become president. On my first day in office, I will sign another executive order telling the U.S. Treasury to buy 550 Bitcoin every day until the U.S. has a stock of at least 4 million Bitcoins. About 19% of the world's gold reserves are in our country. With this rule, we will get about the same amount of Bitcoin as before. These acts will have a chain reaction that will raise the value of Bitcoin to hundreds of trillions of dollars." Trump recently talked about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. But our government has broken the most important rule that all Bitcoin users know by heart for too long. It's best to never sell Bitcoin, right? Yes, that's right. That's right. How did I figure that out? Do not give your Bitcoin away. My last part of my plan for today is to say that if I am chosen, it will be the policy of my administration, United States of America, to keep all of the Bitcoin that the U.S. government holds or gets in the future. We're going to keep 100%. I hope all is well with you. In a way, this will be the main part of the critical national Bitcoin stockpile. See our film from yesterday for the whole thing. He says many things. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will go through the roof way beyond what you thought possible. You are the ones doing it. As soon as we end the war on crypto, we will start building our economy right away. This is because Bitcoin will climb along with the economy when America does well. I was shocked by what Trump said about Bitcoin. Now some people are waiting for Kamala to say what she thinks again. Bitcoin and the rules that govern blockchain and cryptocurrencies need to be agreed upon by both parties. Mark Cuban, Michael Novogratz, and I were in Washington, D.C. a few weeks ago. We met with White House officials and told them about the dangers of the anti-crypto approach taken by Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren. We hope that message is going through now. Vice President Harris almost came to the Bitcoin meeting with us. People in the Biden administration and close to the Vice President and I have talked. I believe that she and her team are telling them that they need to change. Democrats like Ro Khanna are trying to get her to use common sense. This is the Democrat who led the crypto meeting for Joe Biden's campaign right before he dropped out. His goal is to get Kamala to come over. I believe it would be a good choice for her. I do not understand why it is political. It's the same to be against Bitcoin as it is against cell phones. It's like being against AI. It is the same as not liking computers. This is a technology. Thoughtful rules should be put in place for the technology, but it's worth between $10,000 and $80,000 now. Millions of dollars have been made by people like Michael Saylor thanks to this rise, and I don't want all that money and worth to be made outside of the U.S. I want the United States to help make that wealth, and I want people who already have money to be able to use it and find work here. That should be a message from both sides. At the same time, Michael Saylor's base case, bear case, and bull case predictions for the next 21 years of Bitcoin prices have been made public. Here is my long-term Bitcoin prediction. 21 years, all the way to the year 2045. What do I believe will happen? I have a bull case and a bear case, but I believe that the 55% R will drop to 50%, then 45%, then 40%, then 40%, then 35%, then 30%, then 25%, and finally 20%. It's around $20 to $50. It will slowly slow down until it's rising about twice as fast as the SP index. In 2045, each Bitcoin will be worth $13 million at that rate. 13 million? It's possible that there are 3 million bears. It might be a $49 million scam. But what does Bitcoin mean? 7% of the world's wealth at that time. I think that more and more Bitcoin will show up on the bank sheets of businesses. People want to know more. Some people are talking. There is no doubt that the demand will rise compared to the set supply if more businesses decide they want to buy Bitcoin and never sell it. We all know that would make the prices go up. What though? Companies that do that solve the problem. I'm not sure how many businesses will really want to put that kind of asset on their balance sheet and make that part of their story. So I think we should ask them what their other options are. On the other hand, you can buy a treasury asset, which according to its white paper will lose value at least 2% a year. And if you look at the Federal Reserve's past, you can see that they printed about 6% supply growth over a very long time. 6% growth in supply. That just so happens to be the same as the nominal GDP growth rate over the long run. What do you know? Here is the truth. Bitcoin is the new way to measure money around the world. So the problem it solves is that you don't have all these politicians running around trying to get votes by changing taxes, redistributing wealth, and other things. What you get is what you get. That's all the Bitcoin you get. So, as more and more of these dominoes fall in favor of Bitcoin, we're very optimistic about the long run. Of course, Ethereum is taking over Wall Street. Today is the 9th birthday of Ethereum. How it began and how it's going. Now, Ethereum is more difficult to explain than Bitcoin. This is how ETF makers talk about Ethereum with their Wall Street clients. Pay attention. Bitcoin has had this one smooth, well-coordinated story about being digital gold, and everyone just keeps saying it. On the other hand, standard investors still don't agree on what the one big story to invest in is for Ethereum. The thing that works best for us is a technology base on which most of the cool crypto apps are built. If you want to know more about tokenization, steady coins on Ethereum, or DeFi, most of that is built on Ethereum, Deepin, NFTs, and other things. It is the main tool for rewiring the internet in a way. One more thing that investors really like is the idea that you should be diverse. It's enough for you to have some Bitcoin and Ethereum. Both of those explanations have flaws that I can see. A big part of the story that I think is very real is that ETH is money. The tech site doesn't talk about this. But that's most likely the second or third meeting. Let's face it, cryptocurrency is the way of the future. Altcoin Daily is the crypto program that is growing the fastest. I'd like to welcome our 30,000 new fans on X, and of course the same number on YouTube. Guys, please subscribe and join our team. When the market gets hot, you want to get an edge in the coin market. Click the subscribe button to get that edge. I'd like to see your opinions. Tomorrow, I want to see you. Guys, we have a lot of movies coming up this week, this month, and this year. I'm very bullet. What do you think? Set the alerts to work. Tomorrow, I want to see you.